video from the Xinjiang province shows how Uyghur Muslims were whisked off to detention camps.
A new proposed law in France.
Think of Islamophobia as anti-Muslim prejudice.
The idea here is that you want to talk about terrorism, let's talk about terrorism and let's be prepared.
But there are many Muslims in France who feel that it targets them and the way they wish to practice their faith.
The fact of the matter is, we don't cover, peaceful Muslims just, hanging out, going about their day, performing surgery or, being accountants.
Exaggerated fear and hostility toward Muslims perpetuated by negative stereotypes.
It's God! It's the whole power! It's God!
Jihad that's raging worldwide.
Let's not prepare the American people that all terrorism that happens around the world comes from the Muslim community.
We cover ISIS marching through with black flags looking super terrifying.
Just because you supposedly lived under a war doesn't make you a terrorism analyst.
Of how China has literally imprisoned its own people.
Terrorism does not equal Islam. It does not equal Muslims.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Hi, my name is Malak, and what I'm sharing here with you today is important. I was asked to present a video regarding a cause I care about, and I chose Islamophobia. What is that exactly? Well, Islamophobia is an exaggerated fear and hatred towards Muslims as well as Islam. This may result in verbal, physical, or emotional hate crimes against all Muslims. This causes discrimination and hostility of Muslims from social, political, and civic life. These actions occur mostly in Europe, America, and most non-Arab countries. For example, a patient at a hospital will request a different doctor if they find out that their doctor is Muslim, because they may be afraid that this doctor will try to kill them purposely. Or a customer at a restaurant will refuse that their food will be done by a Muslim cook because they think that cook would poison them intentionally. And lastly, a Muslim woman wearing a hijab will get horrifying looks from strangers just because she's wearing a veil, or they think she has bombs strapped on her. The main idea is not every Muslim needs to be locked up. Islamophobia is common because of a general stereotype against all Muslims. Non-Muslims need to understand that not every Muslim will blow up a place or strap bombs on themselves or try to kill people. On the contrary to what most people think, Muslims are not violent. Muslims are people of faith, kindness, and religion. Muslims can be engineers, doctors, parents, your neighbors, your kid's friend. Yes, there are Muslim extremists, but they don't represent the Muslim community, and it is our job to portray the real image of Muslims around the world. So, I've asked some people I know who lived abroad and experienced first-hand Islamophobia, and this is their story.
What happened with me is I was in Paris in 2005, and in the underground I was wearing my hijab, and afterward what happened is someone, he's a French, he took off my hijab from my head, and then he pushed me and he slapped me on my face. And it happened in the underground. Surprisingly, that no one came to see how I'm doing or anything. Everybody see what's happening and they just left.
Okay, so when I was on a business trip in London, in the morning, in the hotel that I was staying in, I went for breakfast, and I asked for an omelette. And so as the person making the omelette was proceeding to do so, he was about to put in some sausage, and that sausage was basically pork. And because I'm Muslim, so I don't eat pork. So I told him, please, don't put sausage in mine. I don't eat sausage. So he looked at me in a very weird way, and then he said, well, you can just take it out. And I told him, no, I can't take it out because I'm Muslim and I don't eat sausage. And so he said, well, this is how we make it, and I don't make it any other way. And so I asked at that point for the manager, and I had a big fit. And they literally brought him to the side, and he had to apologize. It was a very bad racial kind of thing that was going on, or I think it was, just Islamophobia. Oh, you're a Muslim. You'll do what I say and what I want.
I had an African American colleague, and in conversation, she had said that if an Arab got on the, and for them, Arab, Muslim, whatever, it's all the same thing. But if an Arab got on an airplane, that she would get off. And I said, do you understand how incredibly racist that is? Like, do you understand that? Like, that's like someone nowadays saying that if a black person walked into a restaurant, or if a black person got on the bus, or if a black person got on the airplane, that you would leave. It's the same thing. And her response was, yeah, but black people did not blow up the World Trade Center. 9/11 was not caused by black people. Black people are not terrorists. And for me, it was like, how is it that someone who is, we're supposed to be in the same boat, we're supposed to be minorities and in this fight together, and how is it that you're discriminating this way against my people?